Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Bob's and Angels Seablock. Yes, we're back after our lovely 500 sub episode. Pretty exciting, I know. I'm recording this immediately after recording that one, so sorry if I haven't mentioned any comments that you may have left on that particular video. Don't forget the giveaway that's there. If there's a email address in the comments the section where description, that's the word I'm looking for, the description of the video. Send an email to there, go in the running, and we'll be drawing that next week. But for now, we are back here. Suddenly alt mode is off, but look at this, look at that, that's beautiful. We've got a lot of brass. We're actually missing copper by the looks of it. We've got a bit of that too. All right, let's pop that in. So our mission today, of course, is concrete. We want to chase the concrete, but first things first. We've got research going, so our factory is actually going at maximum sort of capacity now. And power raised a great point. Why don't we check the power usage? And well, it's pretty low. It's pretty low. We've got a lot of capacity, mainly because of these many different sources that we've been putting in to try and cope with everything. But let's actually have a look at I mean we're still massively full of naphtha, so that probably means our crude is overflowing. So this situation here is enough to power us for quite some time because we're not using that for anything. I think other than power, all this stuff just kind of feeds into a tiny amount of plastic. So power is not an issue for a little bit of time, but we'll be able to expand this based on our oil intake at the moment. So the other thing was obviously I've got a heap of science just queued up. We'll go for a quick run through. We've got uranium processing, probably not going to do it. Electric furnaces, maybe. Titanium processing, which unlocks just the titanium metal that you can make lots of different titanium things, which go into a lot of the sciences that we need. We got blue belts. We have advanced cobalt processing, cobalt smelting, and we have blue circuits, blue chips. What are they? Electronic logic boards is the Bobs and Angels equivalent, and then that just goes into a blue chip. And we do then have access to some other things. Now, I've just got to make sure I get the right pink one. Because we're kind of going for logistics here. We want to get to this one, which requires the burns out queue. So this is the right one that we are going for here. We can get that. Stack inserter 2. I don't think that really matters. That's just a super fast stack inserter. Yeah, express inserters. They have a rotational speed of 1300 degrees per second. That's pretty good. All right. So concrete. Let's focus on concrete, shall we? Let's jump into FNEI. I mean, concrete bricks is actually what we want. Don't be confused, concrete bricks and concrete. And we don't need a whole lot of them. These are just needed for our machines. So we're not, as far as I'm aware, we don't need this for science just yet. So stone bricks, not really automated, but we'll work on that. And concrete. Okay, so liquid concrete comes from, we can make it from slag, cement, and water, or stone, cement, sand, and water. And we have a heap of sand. This is 3 stone for 120 concrete. Oops. Get us back in there. 3 stone for 120 concrete. And this is 4 slag for 100 concrete. 8 cement. So this is better cement, but it uses stone. Now slag turns into 2 crushed rock and 2 crushed rock turns into 1 stone. If that's right. 1 slag is 2 crushed stone. Yep. And 2 crushed stone is 1 stone. So, okay, so 1 slag is 1 stone. 1 slag is 1 stone. So this is 4 stone, 8 cement. This is 3 stone, 6 cement with some sand, of which we have heaps. This is a better option. Actually don't have it researched though. It's only 50 research. Let's add it in. Why not? I say why not? Now we just need to go back into what we were actually doing, which was that. All right. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know, something like that. Is there other things over here? Yeah, there's other things over here. Ooh, there's gem processing. You know what? Let's start with gem processing. Processing 2. Because I think we actually might need to, if we need gems to actually make some of these things, we're probably going to need to start doing that sooner rather than later. Yeah, okay, we need polished ruby. Okay, that's that worries me. That really worries me because I think we need to do animals for gems. We'll ooh, oh, I don't like that at all. I've had bad experiences with puffers in the past. Anyway, so our cement processing 2. Now we just need to figure out how to get all the components we need for that. All right, so this is cement processing 2. So cement is silicon ore and lime. So we have lime here, but not a whole lot anymore. We're actually using all of our lime now in our lime filters. So this production is really chewing up our lime. We do have a bunch of lime. The issue appears to be one of speed. So let's get this sped up a little bit. Limestone. Oh, that's sorry. Yeah. What are we using here? This is a blast furnace 1. Well, we happen to have a blast furnace 2. Just in our inventory, we might as well use it. There we go. All right. Probably didn't need to upgrade these ones here so much because this is producing, 4 limestone a second. So let's be smart about this. Let's go back to these guys because they're doing fine work. Yeah, heaps. And honestly, we probably don't need this either, do we? Because we're only using The limitation was the speed of the output. But we're still chugging through all the limes. These guys are really working it. None of it's getting down to our bricks. Okay. Maybe we should be producing more lime. Let's see if there's another way to produce lime. Limestone, calcium sulfate, which comes from fluorite ore. We're not quite up to that stage, are we? It's an interesting one though. So limestone. What can we make limestone from? Light mud water or lime. Yeah, that's just a. That's just a constant circle of lime. The circle of lime. So we are limited to here. So this is a washing plant. These are only washing plants 1. We can boost production by making a few washing plant 2s. I would like to do it in a way that isn't going to end up with a washing plant in my inventory, but I think we're just going to have to do it that way. All right. Washing plant 2. There we go. One of you. And where did you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Alright, pop you there. Okay, so you now get to replace you. And we'll make another one. Yeah, this one here is the least important at this point. Just because we're already burning off that. You there. Build another one. Slow process. Slow process. Why am I starting down here? I should be starting up here, shouldn't I? Look at this. We're burning off. We're burning off our wonderful, wonderful hydrogen sulfide. We really should use that rather than burn it off. Because this is hydrogen sulfide. No, that's sulfuric wastewater. This is hydrogen sulfide coming in. This is acid gas. Oh, okay. I don't think we're really using enough hydrogen sulfide to warrant it, to be honest, but there we go, another one of those. Just keep this kicking along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Yeah, we've got enough. We've got enough. Alright. You going. Another one of them. I don't know if the time it takes us to do this really warrants us saving on having an extra one of these, but here we are. There we go. You can go there. Get you going. Slow and steady. We should just. We should just speed this up, shouldn't we? There we go. One of you. One of you. Much quicker. Almost like it's 2.5 times as fast. You already upgraded? You're already upgraded. Alright, let's do you. And game speed back down to 2. There we go. Alright, what do we got? We got a 2. Where am I looking? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And you are now making saline water. That is correct. Yes, okay. Alright, so we got a little bit more production now. Now light mud water is still slowing down. Now what do we we're actually we should be focusing all on this, shouldn't we? I think the only way we can do that now is by putting a pump in here. Yep, we're not using those anymore. There we go. So this will make sure that it all goes into here rather than coming in here. No. It's too far away. It's too far away. All right. We need to try that again. We'll do it that way. And you're still getting a lot. I guess I could do it with a valve. We don't really have any space in here for a valve. I think this is getting a little bit more priority than it did, which is nice. All right, but we do have a bunch of limestone. Okay, that's the important factor here. I could produce another one of these. Could I fit another one of these in here? Not exactly. With our current arrangement, we could just move this around. And then I'd have the limestone, and we could have this limestone feeding individually. Yeah, okay, I like it. Let's upgrade this to a blast furnace 2. Let's get. Oh no, we've got our alert here. Is that the right grass? No. Is that the right grass? No, that's the right grass. All right. Not sure why we used grass over here, but here we are. Alright, so we're going to bring you down to here for now. And then you're going there. Alright, we've got a bunch of clay that I don't really want. There you go. Okay, and then we have you going in here. Copy that. We'll need another blast furnace for you. You can pick up there, drop off there. With another power pole. We get one of these. We don't actually have one. I said blast furnace, but of course I meant flare stack. Flare stack, there we go. not the most efficient use of resources, but we're pretty flush with resources at this point. So we've got that. And now we just need you picking up from there, dropping off there, and then we'll have another one of these here going from there to there. And there we go. Alright, this is still getting priority, but now some are actually making their way through. Aha! Alright, so now we have lime, we have sand here too. I better deal with this charcoal situation. Because we are pretty good for charcoal, I think. We are pretty good for charcoal. Speaking of charcoal, there we go. Okay, we'll sort that out. There we go, and grab some more charcoal. And might as well grab as much as we possibly can, and we can refill these boxes down here. There is still a fair bit of this manual business going on here, so we'll just live with it. Okay, let's get back to our lime into concrete. Cement. Lime into cement. So lime and silicon make cement in a powder mixer. And then cement, stone, and sand. Okay, so we need powder mixer first. I guess that's a key factor here. Powder mixer. Powder mixer, there we go. We'll just make one at the moment. We're probably going to need more. Let's make a couple of boxes. Pop them down here. And we'll come and get the stone and the stone bricks from here. All right. Okay, that'll work out in the future. Let's go back into FNEI. And so this is all done in just an assembly machine. Cool. Why have I got no landfill? Why am I running directly into the area where it has all the landfill and not grabbing any is more of the question. Yeah, we're looking really good for landfill, I've got to say. I'm pretty happy with that. The days of worrying about landfill are certainly behind us. Maybe it'll come back and maybe I'll be regretting those words, but here we are at the moment. Alright, that's the right one, it sure is. So let's build a little area here that we're going to make some of this other stuff. Alright, so powder mixer. Powder mixer goes here, and you are making cement from silicon and lime. So we'll need a little box here to put some silicon in, and that'll go in there. We'll grab some lime from out there, and that will now have everything this will need. And then that cement goes into an assembly machine. We'll just use an assembly machine too, because I don't think there's any need for anything else. We'll have the cement go in here. We'll have this box also go in here. So we're just using one box. And this is making liquid concrete. I got no idea where liquid concrete appears in here. So let's just go. There it is. It is a metallurgy. It is this one. So we need... we also need sand. Ooh, am I too far away from the sand here? I don't think I am. What if you were to do that? Sorry, that and that. Yeah, that works. All right. You need some water. We'll get you some water. That's an easy thing to do where we are. We actually have water available, so let's not be hasty about wasting our resources. You know what? I was just talking about how much of this we have to play with. Why am I trying to save it? There we go. So there's our water in, and then that makes our concrete. All right, let's fire this up. How many power poles have I got left? I've got 2 of these power poles. Might as well use them up. And then we can drop one of the big boys over here, because we also need to. Well, let's figure out what else we're going to do with this. Liquid concrete. How do we turn that into regular concrete? No, don't want regular concrete. We want to turn it into concrete blocks with our stone bricks. Whoops, why did I close that? Concrete blocks with our stone bricks in another assembly machine. All right. What are you making? If you had everything you needed, you'd be making 30 a second. 30 a second. And then this guy making concrete bricks, yes. You are using 10 a second. All right. Well, it's hardly that important, is it? Why would I do this when we've got a beautiful box over there that we can just double up again? No. Let's leave that box to be its own little thing, and we'll have a brand new box. Brand new box. It feels real bad putting down a steel box for that, but we'll put a steel box for the output. All right. So you will go in from there and out from there. Okay, beautiful. Now I feel like we really should have had one of you there, and we'll put the other one there. Okay. So what do I need to get? I need to get stone. I need to get silicon. And stone, silicon, and stone bricks. All right. Stone, silicon, and stone bricks. And this is what these guys here are for. Okay, so stone. We'll grab a little bit of that. Stone bricks, we'll grab maybe not all of them. Maybe not all of them. Let's keep a little bit of out for our own personal usage. And we got stone, silicon. That was the last one. All right. Something like that. That's a lot of silicon. That should be enough silicon. All right. We don't, like I said, we're not needing like a million of these. It's just a sort of a build as we go. Build as we go. So this is stone bricks. This is stone and silicon. All right. So this is producing 1 cement every 4 seconds. Wow, that's pretty slow. We could put more of these in. Because this needs 6 in 4 seconds. But, look, we can also just let this go, because apparently this makes a lot. Oh, that's right, this makes 120, and this only uses 10. So maybe the ratio is actually okay. If we get another splurge of concrete pretty soon... Yeah, there we go. It's not as bad as it seems. It's not as bad as it seems, because this just works really, really quickly. All right, if we can't speed up this though, can we? No, that's fine. All right, that is concrete blocks done. So, what's our next goal? Well, our next goal, of course, is science. I'm just looking like, why is our science stopped? And it's because we're not making any green science. Why aren't we making any green science, you ask? Well, we're not making any of this because there's something here. There is something here that is required. It is lead, and we have no lead. I can see it. I can see it. All right, let's go fix that up. Let's go fix that up. We got a fair way through our processing. I'm sure Power was probably yelling at me for quite some time, but look, we got there. We got there in the end. We found the problem. We identify the problem. We fix it. All right. If you're going that way, why can't I click that? I understand transport belt is in the way. I want to be able to put one in. I don't have any on me, that's why. Okay. But now I do, because I ripped those ones out. There we go. Now we've got a flow of lead back in there. Do we have a stockpile of lead? We have... Yeah, we've got 8k lead. Okay, that's... We're making enough lead. We don't need to worry about that. But this should now get down here. Get down here, and I guess this is what needs the lead. Yes, it is. All right. You can have all my lead and just kick you back off. And then the process continues. All right. Great. Is that just regular green circuits? No, that's not regular green circuits. That's the funky ones. The funky ones. Yeah. That's the technical term. Oops, what did I do that for? Yeah, I was just checking. We are starting to back up on green circuits, which is wonderful. Let's go refill our inventory. And what I want to look at, believe it or not, is gems. That was not our inventory. That was not our inventory at all. Alright, well, it's all going in that one. Okay, this was our inventory. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. We got a bunch of crap too, by the way. I think you can have some of the bobmonium. I don't know how we got bobmonium, crushed stone, those things we always seem to amass. You can have the crushed stone, bobmonium. Yeah, of course we picked up some of this stuff. Some stereotype. I don't think we can actually get rid of stereotype anywhere over here. We've got to go over the other area. That's alright, it's fine too. We've got this chloric wastewater that does absolutely nothing for us. Okay, let's prepare ourselves mentally. For where this is going to take us. Raw ruby, cut ruby. Well, polished ruby is what we need, which unsurprisingly requires a cut ruby, which unsurprisingly requires a raw ruby, which requires ruby ore. And there is only one way to make all of these things. And well, this is not as bad as I thought. Obviously, they've changed this, so we do need geode crystallization though to make these. Now, why is this not included in a prerequisite for something that needs to make rubies? Yep, that was the only way to make the polished ruby was with a cut ruby. One recipe. All right. Look, I mean, those things are something we're going to need, so let's add them into the queue, even though we don't apparently need them as much as we thought. And then we'll just get back to our regular programming. There, something like that. All right. Slag processing into rubies. So that, yeah, the rubies aren't going to be that bad. They're not going to be that bad. I'm a little more excited now. All right. Because this just is a normal craft. This requires a grinding wheel, which is silicon carbide, which comes from silicon powder, and carbon, which comes from silicon ingots. All right, that's okay. And then we go from that to a polished ruby with wood pellets, of all things. And the polishing compound, base mineral oil, easy. Alumina. All right. That's a really slow process over here. But are we even producing this anymore? Apparently not, because we're not making any copper. All right, this is interesting. This is very interesting. We're now doing that. All right, we'll go over to our proper aluminium production area, and we might start a little box getting some alumina, so we can make some of these polished gems. Did I just run past it? I did. All right. And we do actually have a little bit of surplus. All right. There we go. So we'll get, it looks like that was stacking to a 60 in here. So it stacks to at least 100. Let's have a look at this again. This is 1 to 2, and 1 makes 1. And if we do some mathematics, on none of these. It's none of these. Get me to where I want to be, which is here. These don't require it, do they? Yellow science does, though. Yellow science does. Go back. Get me to yellow science. There it is. Yeah, so yellow science requires a virtual particle projector for everyone. We need... oh no, we don't need any... Oh yeah, there we go. Each one of these requires 4. Each one of these requires 4. So we would need 40 to do that. And then each one of these requires 1. Just 1 to 1. Owner and... Yeah. 1 to 1. And if we want to get to here, we need 100. And then if I want to get to the rocket silo, we probably need a few more. Yeah, we need 1,000 for the... I forgot about that. We always need 1,000 for the rocket, don't we? Yes, we are actually going to need a lot of this stuff. We're going to need a lot of this stuff. So give me 1,000. Store me up 1,000. Keep making this stuff. Although that's good. That's good. We'll keep doing that. And well, eventually we'll be ready. We'll be ready when we need it. Now, speaking of ready when we need it, what's happening over here? What's happening over here with Invar? Looks like a little bit of an exciting plan, but you know, well, it is a plan. Got some 24. Okay, we're gonna need some ablative. No, this one. It is ablative, and this one from memory needed Invar. It does, because we now have brass. We now have brass and Invar. Brass and Invar and steel, and weapon test circuit, weapon test board. Yeah. All right. We could sort of detour into a little bit of military science. A bit of military science. Do we need to upgrade? Pretty sure I checked this last time, and we don't need to upgrade these. But I'll double check now, just to make sure. Yeah, they can do it. All right. Let's add a new quest for weapons. Let's add a new quest for purple science and yellow science, which is a little bit of forward planning. All right, and logistics. And then, rockets. And rubies. We'll move rubies up, because we are just about to finish research on rubies, so we can get that going. All right. Minimize. There we go. So we're at the end of the episode. What did we even achieve this episode? I feel like we didn't achieve anything, but we did. We made our concrete blocks. We actually have 500 concrete bricks. That's right. And yeah, we got a clear plan for the next couple of episodes. Well, a clear plan right to the end, really, but we might be a few more episodes away from that. Anyway, look, it's been wonderful hanging out with all of you people, and of course, as always, gotta thank my wonderful patrons. They are amazing people, and yeah, see you tomorrow.